Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Howler for an Hour, where we're playing something that a few people might really know. A lot of our Howler games tend to be obscure things, but this is Mortal Sin, and we got a key for this because it just reached its 1.0 launch. I don't know too much of the history of this game, but it does appear to be a game that has been in early access for a little while. It has overwhelmingly positive reviews. 4,000 reviews, 95% of which are positive. That is a pretty insane score of all time. So this came out in originally in like kind of an interesting visual style, two-tone graphics, basically like this. But with the 1.0 release, they've released realistic mode. I'll probably play on both visual styles. I bet this is a real classic style to some early access players, but I want to try out the realistic one to start out. But this game is, as it describes itself, Mortal Sin is a chaotic, blood-soaked roguelike where skill is power and overconfidence is death. Carved through procedurally generated nightmares with brutal melee and flashy, satisfying combos. It seems to be a very melee-focused game that is a roguelike, and the controls are very simple. There's only like 5 buttons, basically. Mortal Sin is built around fast, visceral melee combat where every strike matters. Chains, slashes, bashes, and kicks, and devastating finishers as limbs fly and blood paints the walls. Very violent. Combat thrives on momentum. Move fast, hit hard, and never give your enemies a chance to breathe. Sounds like you gotta move fast and stuff. We'll see how I do. But it looked really interesting. I did like the graphical style, both its classic and realistic style. Both have a very specific, like, artistic vibe. The monsters look cool. Is this, did I just roguelike that? No, you just missed the part of the stream that didn't have roguelikes. So, but yeah, so we're gonna check this one out. Before we start, of course, if you like the video, do think about giving a like, maybe dropping a subscribe if you feel like doing that, or coming over to Twitch if you want to hang out here, whether to lurk or to talk. All the same, it's nice to have company here, and it's nice to have people enjoying the content live. It's very motivating. It's very motivating for streaming, and it does help us out. So think about coming over here if you feel like it. We have a Discord community if you want to check this out on Discord. We have a coffee link if you want to help us directly monetize the content, of course. And money has been tight the last few years, so if you can help and you want to, please consider doing so. I really do appreciate it. We also have a merch store if you want to buy some neat stuff over there. And all links are in the description. You can check them out whenever you feel like it. So, let's see what Mortal Sin has in offer for us. Is it so fast-paced that I can't keep up with it, or will I keep up with it just fine? We'll see. So let's see. Path of Grace, a more forgiving journey, highly recommended for a relaxed experience for first-time sitters. Well, I feel like I might be a first-time sitter, so maybe I'll just check that one out. But let's see. Path of Absolution, hardest but honest trial, demanding enough to overwhelm the unprepared. And Path of Torment for seasoned sinners seeking to overcome the impossible. Brutal, relentless, unforgiving. Guys, are you a first-time sinner or are you a seasoned sinner? Let me know. Have you ever said yes? That's why I have to choose the first-time sinner. But no, honestly, that would probably let me see more of the game too, because I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly what this entails, what this gameplay flow will be. I might like get right into it, or it might be a little much for me. So let's start with Path of Grace at least. That'll probably get me a better look at things. It depends on what they mean by setting. Eyes locked on your prey. You kill with no remorse. It seems like murder is the sin. After all, it's either you or them, right? Sentience is fleeting, and this moment is your release. Okay, here we are. We just drove our, we flew through space and we drove our flying pirate ship here, and we're gonna go kill somebody, I guess. Hi. Huh. I'm immediately confused. Alright, well. So our buttons, according to the controls, left, right, mouse button, space, left, ship, and west. So that's kind of, and we just chain things together, I guess. So it's a bash and space. So I can't jump, but I can definitely do a Russian dance. Good. And then there we go. And I can also charge the swing. Oh, okay. There's like numerous meters for that. I'm doing spinnies. We have a health bar. We have an F bar, which we have one thing. I don't know what that thing is, so I won't use it. I don't guard to. Okay. And so there's no like jump attacks, so they can't jump. Okay. Oh, and okay, so bashing, but if I'm moving while bashing, it is like a forward thing. Okay. Can I dash backwards? I can. So if I press shift while moving a direction, I can do a dash that direction. Vessel. To unlock this area, you must first complete dungeon C5, cave C5, and forest C5. C5? Okay, noted. So F lets me swap weapon. Okay, that's what that was about. I was wondering what that was. V looks like a potion. I won't try pressing it. C and V look like potions. C is red potion. V is blue potion. Okay, so probably magic or something. So clearly I don't have a second weapon. And I can't climb my pirate ship. I don't know if it's my pirate ship, but I do claim it. Let's look around then. Visual settings. You can adjust the visuals and settings. Streaming, try the streamer visual preset. Uncomfortable, try lowering the green. Streamer visual preset? Is a streamer visual preset? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It removes all the moving grain that will totally mess up the encoding. Smart. Smart and thoughtful. Okay, good. That makes it so that the encoding won't be messy. I didn't actually think about that. To unlock the forest, you must complete dungeon P5 or KB5. Okay, so it's like I got a bunch of rules here. Quest for absolution: complete any of the 4 areas: dungeon, cave, forest, or vessel in a single run to reach final judgment. Okay, and then what's this? Okay, charm, death, victories, 0-0. May you never rest. Well, that's very rude. And E to talk. Oh, it's the lady. It's the blindfold lady from Dark Souls 3 who levels you up. Okay, or for Dark Souls 1 as well, actually thinking about it. Helena! Okay, introduction. You approach the mysterious masked woman. She begins to take notice. Ah, it's you, the Berserker. The voice within has been whispering about you for some time now. My name is Helena. Beyond that, the details are faint. Memories come and go like shadows across a broken mirror. I lived a different life once, but now I'm here, waiting for pieces to return. She pauses, the corner of her lips curling into a smirk that feels more like resignation than amusement. I like how I could just mouse over to like scroll up and down. That's actually kind of nice. I like how that feels. If my stay here is anything to judge by, you and I might be trapped in this place for quite a while. Oh, she does look like Justice, because Justice is blind. Voice with Helena must reach level 1 to unlock this topic. Oh, okay. To talk to her more, I need to level her up. She didn't even flinch. Wow. That looks like it could be used for something, but maybe I need to get a blacksmith. Forest. Yeah, okay, that goes to forest. And attack. Okay, oh, this is tutorial time. I see. The purple are tutorials. Cave. Go down to explore the cave or follow the road for tutorial. Okay. Attack. Keep pulling in for a power strike or a whirlwind. Okay, so there's 4 levels to attacking. There's just click, swing. If you hold until your weapon glows, you can do a second level of attack, which is a downward smash. If you hold longer, you get a ring, a white ring. You can do that, a quick swing around yourself. And if you hold down even longer, you get a blue ring and a red ring, which lets you swing circular longer and longer, I assume. Yeah. Okay. Disable auto combo. Okay, there's an auto combo system. I'll leave that on for now. Hold to keep blocking. Block right before you get hit for a parry. Okay, pretty understandable parry system. Kick stuns enemies and knocks them back. Dash, bash, dash forward and strike. So both a movement option and also a bash. Hold to start running. Oh, that run animation though. Okay, that is a proper power jog right there. Yeah. Sorry, I haven't locked Taki. I need more XP. Yeah. Each class has a powerful unique ability. Use your class ability combo for maximum effectiveness. R. I guess a more powerful charge attack you can activate? Hi. Bash is your fastest attack and quickly closes gaps. It's also essential for triggering most combos. Okay. kicks breaks the enemy guard, knocks them back. They're also key to performing most combos. Abilities are special class specific moves with cooldown. When using a combo, some can reset their own cooldown life for them to be chained back to back. Okay. It's all about flow, isn't it? Combos can lead to powerful effects. Your strongest combos must be performed manually, often chained into one another. I think it's trying to make me do a combo. Okay, so combos happen automatically. Is it really automatic when I have to still do the input? Okay, I see. Oh, these are manual combos. Gotcha. I have to wait for it to recharge. Technically, I'm pressing the wrong button. That's okay. So yeah, there's a bunch of combos. I don't really. I mean, it made me do the combos, but wouldn't say I really learned them. Block just before they attack to parry. Parries use less card meter. That's your leash follow up. Okay, come on. Okay, ow. Okay, pin any combo to your screen for easy reference while playing. Well, that's nice of them. I'll probably just flail though, honestly. But that is nice to know. So there's this was a total of 6. Those are only 6, huh? Kick, attack, bash, attack. Fast, way up, power strike. Fast and power strike. Okay. Power strike, thrust. Oh well, thrust attacks are good. You want to be careful. Explode on hit. Okay, let's see. They're not. I mean, it's not like there's that many buttons. But this is probably scrub territory for a fighting game player. We're not really fighting game players though, so we're not good at memorizing so much. Huh. Practice random combos produces a chance of getting a style moves penalty. Style moves, huh? Bash, attack, kick, thrust looks pretty good. I could put that on the screen. Let's try that. I just want to see what it does. Wait, what? I thought I said mark it. Put it on the screen. Oh, there it is. Okay. It's in the middle. I didn't expect that. Okay, so, yeah, right. Okay. I just feel like a thrust is a good thing to use now and then. What are the... Okay, let me try these other ones. So this one is... Kick, attack, dash... Oh. Dash, kick. That has a little werewolf icon because it's Draken Slayer, I guess. Is that a dragon? I don't know. Okay, and then steady strike. Let's see. Bash, kick, attack. That seems the most straightforward to use, since it's kind of a... The bash is shift, the kick is space, and the attack is left click, so it's a simple left, middle, right. As far as like on the keyboard and mouse. My keyboard's to the left of my mouse, so left, middle, right. Left, middle, right. Easier to remember. Class? We didn't get to pick our class. I guessing I'll get that later? Nice guitar, by the way. I'll turn it up a little bit. There we go. Just a little bit. And then thrust is this one require. What is that? Does that mean this icon? Yeah. That's just power up in this range strike. Okay. Yeah, Billy thrust. That's pretty straightforward to use too, actually. I don't mind that one. I mean, it's pretty simple. I mean, you just, you know, attack. Just do a basic attack. I think I'll just... yeah. I don't think I need that on the screen. I think I could just remember that because it's left to right. It's very intuitive. So each class has a power unique ability. Use your class ability column for maximum. Well, I have the ability I have is charge. Berserker Rage will be later, so I guess I probably have Berserker. 100-Man Slayer, very slow but incredibly strong. Damage is nice though. Okay, so yeah, it seems pretty good. What else we got around here? What's this? What's this? It is nothing. Dungeon. The dungeon lies just ahead. Well, do I want to go to the dungeon or the cave? I mean, the cave has such welcoming decor outside of it. I guess I'll go in the dungeon. What do we get to choose here? I'm not sure. Hello, dungeon guy. I guy. Are you enemies? I'm gonna guess so. Or maybe not. They just want to look. Okay, the music got a little more intense. I'll turn it back down a little bit. It's pretty good. Acoustic guitar and rock. Nice mix. Okay. Plus one of you. Hello. And it's wanting me to do a combo. It wants me to be fast and do combos. I get it. What's that red line? I don't like that. Or is that a good thing? Pressed it. Is that just telling me where to go? I mean, I guess if it wants me to, if this game wants me to be really fast, I guess having a line telling me the fastest way to go where I need to go kind of makes sense. What is this? What is this? Reroll skills. Spend gold essence to get new skill selections. I got a 382. I also got 0 red things, which are probably a permanent currency. Probably the gold one is the yellow one is probably a temporary currency for the run. Red permanent for upgrading other things. Heavy strike, slow power strike, skill more dash, trigger dash. Okay. Hot streak. Every time you critically strike, your next attack will be an empowered critical. Power critical is still 240% damage. Uses 0.75% weapon. That doesn't sound like anything. Is that bad? What is weapon mana? I went through a tutorial, but I don't know what that means. Weapon mana. Validity. Enemies may explode on death. Only applies to melee hits. 25% chance to explode. Explosion deals 70% of hit damage. Use of 1% melee weapon mana. What's my crit chance? Well, I have a luck of 0, so I have 0% increase of chance, but I don't know what my default is. Perhaps it's literally just 0 for now. Which means that doesn't do anything, and this might be more useful. Implies you can have ranged weapons. Yeah. Skills use mana are tied to specific equipment slots. When a piece runs out of mana, its skills stop working. Stack a skill boosts its power. So, game, just a nitpick, but why didn't you tell me what that did before I selected a skill? I had to pick something before I don't like that. I had to pick something before it told me what one of the elements on that something does. I mean, it's fine, but I don't really like that. Like, why did I have to pick between 3 things, and only after picking did I get told what my choice really fully means? That's a little silly. Oh, hello. Heavy version. Very slow but incredibly strong. It's just a better version of heavy strike, slow power strike, silver damage, and trigger dash. Okay. Wait, I have, like, both of them selected? Oh, I guess because I have 2 weapon slots, yeah. Oh, F and Q now switch between the weapons. Okay. Is one slower, or...? Not really. I'll just go with the one that's stronger. Okay. Stronger should not have let you choose. Well, it's so weird that I understand if it didn't tell me and I needed to figure it out on my own. That would be okay. I would get that. Like, oh, you have to pick this, and you'll just kind of figure out what that does. Like, okay, that's fair enough. I like how that guy's head was cut off and he was still throwing fireballs, but it was randomly. But yeah, like, I'm okay if I have to select something and not fully understand what it does, and then I use it and then I understand it. That's okay, but what annoyed me was not that I had to pick something without fully understanding my choice. What annoyed me was that as soon as I picked something, the game was like, now that you pick something, let me explain your choice. Like, right immediately afterwards. That's just silly. Like, why are you holding out on me, then? If you're gonna tell me. Look at this zombie. He tried to kick me. I'm not even there, buddy. Not that you know that. He's trying. He's trying. Guys, he's trying. He's really he's doing his best. I know I'm supposed to rush, but it's fun to take my time. I guess they have the genetic makeup of a chicken. It's a flesh wound. What's this? Oh. Oh, it has a range attack. Okay. Huh, and notice how it doesn't disappear. Is it gone for good, or is it gonna come back? Look, oh, it did disappear. Okay. By the way, there was a big old pentagram at the top of my screen. No idea if that did. Vitality overwhelming unlocked. Consuming health potions make you invulnerable temporarily. Oh, okay. What's this? Eclipse. Bosses are infused with the elite enemy powers and have increased health. Okay, so it makes them more strong. But I get +2 item level for drops and 9% chance to find rare items. Okay, sure. Heavy Ram Dow. Okay, what's this? Okay, slow but strong. Very slow. It's not as slow, though, is it? It's stronger than my other weapon. And it's not... Yeah, it's a little faster, so... Okay. Oh, sell the 100-man Slayer? Sure. I guess you can just auto-sell anything you drop. Okay, interesting. Hi. I was very eager to attack. Oh, wow. This is a game where I feel like I feel a little self-conscious playing it, because I realize that this is the sort of game where some people will say I'm gonna play it wrong. Because like I'm very content to just kind of do left-click attacks, but it's very clear with the combo system and the other moves. Like, it wants me to go like boom, 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 and I can do those. Look, I just did 2 combos just off the bat like that, so I can do combos, but I just. Here's the thing. You want to know why I'm interested in just doing left clicks? I'm not against doing the combos, but here's the problem. If I press shift and I'm moving, I'll move towards the enemy. I don't like dashing into enemy. I don't like dashing into things that can hurt me. So I'm not really big on dashing into things that can hurt me. So I don't really want to. But the problem is the dash, this bash attack, which also is a dash. It is very important for most of the combos. Magnetic 100-man Slayer. The best way to play is to have fun. Well, we'll see how I do. Hey, what is this? Magnetic 100. Every weapon I pick up is stronger than the last one. Vortex. Pull enemy towards you with whirlwind. Increase your whirlwind speed. Pulls enemies towards me. See, that's exactly it. I don't want the... I mean, I like... Melee is fine, but I like to have a little bit of distance. You know, that sort of... I want to hit the enemy of the end of my sword and not the hilt sort of distance, if that makes sense. Let's see. But yeah, I may as well sell this one now. Let's see. Oh, what's this? Body Slam. Bash damage is increased by your defense skills with 100% of percentages. Use 0.5% armor mana. Requires armor. Do I have armor? I guess I do. I don't know. I gotta say, the tutorial kind of sucked because there's a million things I still want to know about and it just didn't tell me. It was very basic. Like, here's how you attack. You want to know about your stats? No. Like, it just didn't want to tell me. Get that for when you find armor. Okay, that's cool. You can reserve it. Well. Yeah, it's basically just dead now. It looks like I have to do the killing blow myself. But that's fine. Ow. Back to kicking, I see. I think I'm gonna be more about the fast weapons. So that's interesting. I have to do the killing blow, but enemies can hurt each other. Wow, that guy is just filled with blood. It's just blood inside there. No organs or any bones or anything. Just blood. Let's see. Not a sheep store doesn't matter. Right play. I do appreciate that you said that. The right way to play is having fun. Ram down. I wonder if the devs play the turn back. This is a faster weapon, so I'm gonna use it. By the way, whenever I get to an upgrade room, I pause. Because the music gets all intense, so I'm like, where's the enemy? Where's the enemy? The music got intense. So. Let's see. Thorns. Taking damage releases an explosion. Can be useful, but also... not a big fan of things where I have to get hurt for it to be useful. Slow power strikes, though. More damage to her dash. Here's granted temporary speed boost and event. See, that's more useful. Definitely. I should parry. Parry is good. I don't mind parry. I just need to learn how to use it right. Can I parry projectiles? Oh, nice. Oh, there's actually a nice little icon that helps you know when to parry. That's actually very nice. I'm just practicing. Wait, why is that barrel? It's a spinny guy. By the way, the reason I said I was self-conscious is because I started figuring out, oh yeah, this is one of those games kind of made for speedrunners. Which I always feel a little self-conscious playing a game that's made for speedrunners. Since, you know, well, it could barely contain the excitement. Since, you know, you're supposed to move fast, that's the idea at least, so... Wizard Oil, restore some equipment, and weapon mana. Yeah, let's see. The mana is draining, so when the mana drains, the weapon can still be used, but its skills won't happen anymore. Okay. Balance of vitality? I like health. Oh, hi. Guess I'm still fighting. So I could buy some wizard oil. Wait. Is that what I have in the V? Wait. If I hit V right now, does everything I have equipped just... Yep. Okay, so that's wizard oil. I got 3 of those left. There you go. I kind of like the mana system. It's like the equipment has durability, but also not really. Because it's not like I can't stop using it when it empties. It just means it loses skills. You can use your berserk skill. I should use that more often. I agree. Oh yeah, I want to try parrying the fireballs. I might just get hurt, but I want to know. I want to know. Oh. I can! Take that! Okay, parrying projectiles is definitely a lot better. I think, did I send it back at him? I definitely stunned him. What do you got? 100, okay, Iron 100 Man Slayer. Okay. What level are you? Level 8. I'm gonna sell that, I think. Yeah, okay. And what's this? Chilling Remains. Enemies may release frozen ground on death. Frozen ground slows movement and attack speed. That sounds really bad. +1 item level for drops, minus 27% melee weapon and loss. I mean, good, but... No, I don't want to be stopped in place. I want to try something. So I am just straight up, yeah, I am straight up just blocking that. I'm not sending it back at him, but it does stagger him to block his attack. Ah! Okay, so this is one of those games that puts you in a room and then makes enemies spawn. And it has absolutely no respect for where you are in relation to the enemy, so the enemy could just spawn on your face. Not a big fan of that, but as long as they're not attacking me, I guess it's not too big a deal. But ice, I mean, not good ice, though. It's bad ice that doesn't help you. I wonder if there's some tell as to where they're going to spawn. I don't think so. I just realized something. There's a big guy in the back, but also... He's trying to open health portals. That's probably not good for me. Please don't open health portals. Now, I am using the dash to move, not to bash so much. Okay, this guy, I like his jog. I like this guy's jog. Oh, please. Man, okay, these portals kind of suck. They just immediately do damage to you and you can't see where they are. I constantly look around. Ah. Okay, wait, you can get out of them if you see them real fast. Ow! Get an uppercut. You're low on mana. Okay, that's nice. Oh, you're forcing me to! Okay, but I'd like to dodge that attack coming my way, so, you know. Okay, that block was not... Okay, thank you for... I don't know if the tutorial message interrupted me. I'm not a big fan of that. Okay, you don't have arms now. What do you think of that? I guess he's okay with it. Eesh. How much does it heal? It doesn't heal quite half. Okay. I'm sad that you missed my barrel pun. Let's see. It can barely contain its excitement. The barrel? Yeah, I got it. I got it a little late. Barrelly? Was that the pun? Checo Brown down. Oh. This has chains of ice. You've partially proven your worth. Cool. Left alt to inspect. Okay. Dismembering legs may freeze nearby enemies. Only applies to melee hits. Well, okay, I'll aim for the legs. Sounds good. I don't like the forced use of the wizard oil, because it forced me to use the wizard oil because my Ramdal was getting low on mana. But then I just replaced it. I was actually going to hold off and just beat the boss first, and I just replaced the weapon. So that wizard oil used wasn't really needed. Berserking Gauntlets of Fortune. Less health. Way more luck. Do I want 1 luck or 49 luck? I think 49 luck. Chain Ramdal. Okay. That is Chain Strike. What's Chain Strike? Each successive hit in a single attack deals additional damage. Only applies to... Oh. That's a difficult choice. You know what? What do you do again? You do Vortex. Yeah, I think I'll just switch you out. Even though you technically do less damage too. I think I will switch you out though. Because that way I'll have Chain Strike as well as a backup. Plus, I said I like the Ramdal more, so it's faster, a little bit faster. So that means, yeah. So that's good because I just like to do basic strikes. So that will be activating Chain Strike. But Chains of Ice also seems pretty cool. So I'll keep 2 Ramdals. Armor Power. You know, actually, that's a lot more attack. I'm sorry. Increases damage by 7%. Goes to increases damage by 55%. That changes things a little bit, that armor. Okay. Filing armor, yeah. Oh, I full healed when I got back here, I think. Hi, did you level up? She did not level... How do I level... I level up by completing quests. Okay, well... I'll get right on that. What's this? Crafting. Craft 3 powerful weapons. You can only choose 1. Okay. Spend gold essence to craft powerful items. Okay, yeah, let's make one. That's very high damage. It has Quake, huh? Yeah, okay. Power strikes. I'm not really... I should use some power strikes here and there, but I'm not really using them. I like to attack fast and move out of the way. Well, they don't... Yeah, I guess I'll just put these boots on. Looks pretty good. Now I have boots! I just need a helmet. Let's spend a little more gold and do it again. Unless there's somebody else to talk to. And spend with. I don't think there is. Okay. Berserking. You gain invincibility during Power Strike Whirlwind. Okay. That is useful if you want to use that. Magnetic again, and Berserking Gauntlets of Protection. My luck would disappear, but my defense would go back up. Yeah, I think I'm good, actually. I don't think... I think I'd rather have the Gauntlets of Fortune. I feel like luck would... Yeah, increases chance to critically strike. Yeah, I'd like to critically strike, so... It probably matters more than the defense. I don't have very much defense, though. Let me just waste it. I mean, it's random, so it can happen. I was trying to see if it would give me a helmet. Can I not sell these? I mean, when I find random equipment I don't need in the dungeon, I can sell it. Can I not sell this stuff? Alright, fine. I mean, can I not sell one of them, I mean? I guess I can't, though. Can't refund it back. Or partial refund. Dungeon. I'm not allowed to go in the dungeon. I will go to the cave. I went to the cave. This game runs very well, by the way. Oh no, is this like trying to get down the pit and stuff to Blight Town, or like not to Blight Town, but you know what I mean. Careful, careful. I don't think there's fall damage, but careful, careful. Mushies. Okay, cobwebs don't seem to slow me. That's good. That skull looked away from me. It was nervous. Oh no, it's a barrel pusher. What the heck? Sorry, I just was surprised by Is there like a demon? Who's making those fields? Look, I like this axe. Just dangling. It doesn't even look that dangerous. It's pretty slow. Aim for the legs with ice sheep. Yeah, this is the ice one, so if I aim for the legs, boom. That's bad, actually. I guess I'm doing a little icy effects. Ooh. Wow. Demons can really spin. Would have guessed that was supposed to be an axe. Yeah, it's just, you know, it's just there. Can I turn off this guideline? It's actually a little distracting. Let's see. Probably can. Gameplay? Camera motion. Let's turn off screen shake and camera motion, actually. I'd prefer to have a little more stat. Navigation hit? That's it. Okay. I do like the enemy and attack warnings, though. Those are useful. There. I mean, I might miss a switch now, but it's less visually distracting to not have that on. I'm not trying to speed run, so... Okay, that's the range, huh? Neat. So I can go this way. But first... Gauntlets of Power! Oh, that's a lot more... That's tempting, though. Let's see, 55% would go to 81% if I remove the Fortune Gauntlets. But the reason I probably found the Fortune Gauntlets is because I had... No, actually, luck just affects... No, yeah, it does affect critic... Chance to find rare items by 13%. It increases it by 12, that much luck. So do I want to have 13% chance to find rare items rather than 1? Or do I want to have 81% attack damage over 53%? I'd say the luck is probably more valuable. Plus, I could sell the Gauntlets of Power for a bunch of money, which is also beneficial in the long run. Health potion. No need. I'm actually doing okay. I have 3 health potions and 3 mana. How much is it? It's a little on the pricey side. Maybe I'll come back for it if I'm allowed to backtrack. Here, plus crits. The crits do matter as well. I mean, they will affect damage too, so... You know, it kind of sounds like they got an actual band to do the music for this game. It's not bad. Let's see. I can upgrade Chain Strike in... So, when I upgrade Chain Strike, does that affect the weapon I have equipped while getting it? Like, that's one thing I'm confused by. Like, this is the Chain Strike weapon. This one here is the Chain Strike weapon. So, do I have to bring out the Chain Strike weapon if I wanted to get this and it would affect that? Or would I... Or does it not matter and it just globally gives me Chain Strike? Or something? I don't really know how this works. Body Slam, Bash damage increased by defense. Okay, I don't have much of that. Parries grant temporary speed with invulnerability. I'll do the Chain Strike. So let's see. It probably affects... Okay, let's try this. I'm gonna equip the Shackled Ramdao. This has Chains of Ice. The Chain Ramdao is the one with Chain Strike. So I'm not going to equip the Chain Ramdao. I'm going to equip the Shackled one. And we'll see if it increases the Chain Strike for Chain Ramdao. Let's see. It did. Okay, so it just affects the skill on whatever it's on. Okay. It doesn't really care. Skills that are right would be separate from weapon. Not exactly, but look, like, Chain Strike is right here, see that? But it's also on this list here. I guess I bought Chain Strike so it shows up. Oh, I get it. So I bought it from the shop, it shows up on the right list. If I had multiple weapons with Chain Strike, each of them would have 1 extra level, because I have the Chain Strike over here. Whatever you get on the right just adds to the stuff on the left. Like, it just adds globally to everything. Like, I kind of get it. Oh wow, look at that. Ice just froze those guys, made him statues. Wait, that guy's one leg. How's he walking? Whoa, how are you so fast? You don't have a leg. You're an icicle now. That guy's spitting. Okay, seriously, how are you doing this? How are you doing this? No. If I took off his other hand without otherwise hurting him, would he have, like... I actually kind of want to leave him without any limbs and see if they can still hurt me. I mean, that guy demonstrates debatably. The answer is no if they don't have any, if they don't have a head. Oh, I just got a mana potions for that pot. That's very nice. Oh, hello. I almost missed you. Miserable Ramdow. Dismemberment has a chance to also dismember membered by enemies. You ever just watch somebody lose your arm and you feel so empathetic to them, you lose your arm too? And that's pretty bad. I think I'll save the Chain Strike one though. Durable enemies. Increase enemy health, plus 2 item luck for drops. I think I can deal with that. Just more health is not the worst thing in the world. Don't add dismemberment mechanics if you can't make enemies care about their missing limbs. Sad sheet. Why are you sad? Oh, hello! I was reading the chat. Okay, that guy is now a little distracted. Now they're both distracted. Can they attack each other? They might. Miserable Ram. I'm trying to leave them with absolutely no limbs and still alive. What happened now that I've increased their health? What's the point of having 2 switches there? Oh, okay. Okay, I think the ice is really good, actually. Like, actually? It's kind of slapping, the ice strike thing. Like, it's just stopping all the enemies around whatever I'm hitting. Like, yeah, that's not bad. Or just being able to mercy kill the... You're low on mana! Okay. Wait, are you doing this again? You already did this once! It's forcing me to use oil every single time this happens. Thanks, it's not like I was in the middle saying. Ah. It's a big thing. This actually is working really well. Just crouch and attack! Okay, I'm out again. Switch to this then. Time for the other one. Okay, it didn't force me to use one that time, for some reason. Wow! Alright. I could turn off the tutorials entirely to prevent the forced usage thing, but that would be lame too. Because I might want those. Nope, can't move. Starting to see if there's anything down there. Okay. Train doesn't work with the freeze unless the burst is larger than the screen shows. It might be. Oh. Is it shushing me? Are you a librarian? Stop being a librarian. I guess it's dead. Kind of hard to tell when certain things are dead. Like, they're dead, I guess. But yeah, I'll use the... Here's the thing. I'm gonna use the wizard oil when both of my 2 main weapons are out of mana. I mean, yeah. It makes more sense. I just realized those orbs that I pick up in the statues, those are actually potions. I just realized I should always heal and stuff before walking into those. Oh man, we just played Eye of the Commando, and remember how in Eye of the Commando, if I didn't need health, I couldn't walk over and use it by accident? In this game, okay, this game could have done saying, oh man. So, when I walked into those orbs, I wasted them. It was a health potion and a mana potion, and I had max of both. You know what would have been nice? Either I can't pick them up because I'm max. That would have been nice. Or, if I am auto-picking them up, could I just have them immediately reimburse and fill my gauges? Fill my health bar, fill my mana? Like, I was maxed, I picked them up, they disappeared without being used. They may as well be auto-used at that point and basically count as a heal and count as a magic heal. Why is that? Why can't I walk into those and waste those? That's really dumb. Especially when you consider that they actually magnetize when you approach them. So, they kind of fight you. Like, why didn't it heal me? And why? Yeah, I mean, yeah, obviously I should be using healing and such before walking into those. That is on me. But, like, there's no reason they couldn't just be like, oh, yeah, you're max charges. These are going to do nothing for you. We're just going to automatically heal you then. Like, why not? Why not just do that? Kind of dumb, right? Let's see. Enemies may explode on death. Oh, yeah. That's, by the way, the explosion you were seeing, Soul, was probably volatility triggering. I increased the chance from 24 to 38. Oh, yeah, here's another thing, too. Why can't I do a comparison? This would give me a second level volatility, as you see there, +1 to 2. But if I want to see how much it increases things by, like how much does it increase those green stats, I have to pause, look at my level 1, and see that I have 24%, 70% of damage, uses 1. This is 38 and 90%, so it increases it from 24 to 38, and from 70 to 90. But why is there no comparison option that would just tell me that? I'm sorry for being so nitpicky, but like, this matters, right? This is a game with 95% positive ratings, over like 4,000 reviews, so I just expect these sort of things to already be in the game, especially for the 1.0 launch. Like, I expect this quality of life stuff to exist in a game that people love this much. But oh well, whatever. Let's see. Well, I can get Shared Misery, where the dismemberment has a chance of applying to other enemies. Let's get that. But I do like the explosion, though. 38% means that it's going to happen more than 1/3 of the time. I'm going to grab that. Oh, hi there. You were kind of hidden back here. Also, I'm not a big fan of how these guys that have the loot, they're kind of just there. You can overlook them. You can just miss them. They don't have a glow or anything. You know, nothing cool like that. What's this? Ultra rare, you say? A whirlwind heavy weapon with superior speed. Really? I'm sorry, Chains of Ice is so good, though. I don't know. I kind of want to replace Chains of Ice one. Because, well, I mean, look, you see my Chain Strike one is stronger. You allow me to replace the sheet? Okay, I'm going to replace it. I do like Chains of Ice a lot, though, but I think just this. Regenerate health. Yeah, I think this is just worth it. I'll sell this one. There is a chain now because of previous result. Yeah, I do have some chain. I do have a single chain strike, which helps. Also, apparently it's fast. Why is my health bar flashing? Actually, it feels a little bit slower, but not by much. Let's see how the region does, I guess. I'm not liking these little demonic damage things. Not a big fan of them. They're kind of annoying. They're area control things, and I hate area control things. Okay, so yeah, so if I walk into these, I don't get a use of them, but if I consume like this, they fill it up. Well, actually, I'm not entirely sure. Look at the side. I got an extra flask on the left, but it didn't fill my number to 4. I'm confused. What did that do? It didn't fill my number to 4 in max, but it instead put another one next to that count? Are they... What are those, exactly? I don't know. The mana one has it, too. See that? Look, the mana one has an extra bottle, too, over there. Maybe they're half bottles? Maybe. Previously, I wasn't picking them up, I don't think. Was I? I don't know what they do. Honestly, this game could do better with its tutorials, I feel. Concussive Handed Manslayer. Oh, that's even more damage. Wow. Very slow benefit. I don't really want this. Well, I'll keep the... Yeah, I'm gonna keep the Divine Radiance. Deadly Traps. Traps deal and trace damage. Honestly... Sure. They haven't really bothered me that much. Also, if traps deal increased damage, that probably applies to... Yeah. That. It probably applies to both me and them. They just exploded. Now, this axe is kind of in a dangerous spot, I have to admit. Oh, I just got another health potion and another mana potion. Oh, it, like, filled the bottle the rest of the way, I guess? That axe was slightly in the way, but it worked out for my advantage. All those enemies exploded. Yeah, so many damage effects. Armor protection. Kills my attack, raises my defense. I'm gonna keep the attack. It'd be nice to find an armor that does both, considering, you know, armor, but, you know, whatever. Oh, we got another chain strike weapon. Oh, okay, cool. This just seems like a pretty obvious upgrade to what I'm using for the chain ram down. I actually sold. Anyways, that's fine. I bumped the R key when I was going to press E. Happens sometimes. It's not a big deal. I'll live. That, and 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 that. Honestly, it feels like offense is the best defense here. Somebody's trying to summon a baby. That will not help you. Babies will not help you here. Some of these enemies are just stunned. They're walking around confused. Try to take care of that big enemy that's not the boss, but it's not. It's kind of hard to hit. Ow. There, finally, jeez. Are there any traps here? I think it'd be really funny if he just died to a trap. There's a trap. Oh, there's a baby. Come over here. Yeah. And walk over here for me. Thanks. What? What? Oh. What? Okay. He, like, is completely stopped by them, I guess. He's having a little trouble. Whoa! Are we sure this game's at 1.0? Also, I think they do take extra trap damage. Oh, ow, as it hit your head. Oh no, watch out. Oh no, it hit your torso, watch out. This is fun. I want to do it this way. Trap kill. Oh. There you go. I didn't even care. I just like, you know, I'll just walk up to it. It's fine. Okay. He's very upset. You see him running. I still like here. He'll probably like. Okay, yeah. It's pretty funny. Very silly. Oh no, your arm got hit! What are you gonna do? No, no! Look at him trying to strafe around it too. I like how he just gets weirdly stuck sometimes, like, it just stops, like, freezes. Oh. Oh! You go ahead and drink, honestly, it's fine. Listen, I'm not saying this is a bad game, but I am a little... Here, hold on. Just gonna stand here for a second. Oh, okay, when I pause it actually stops the game. Hold on a second. I just wanted to put something up as I sat here. Just hold on. Just a second. I just wanna show you guys something. Okay, here. That there. Okay. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm just saying that this is oddly good stats for this game. I'm not saying it's a bad game. It's I would definitely call this a good game. But I will say that this is strangely high positive numbers. I mean, really. It isn't just this, by the way. I'm not making fun of it purely for this exact reason. Though this enemy is bugging out a lot. But, like, it's also because of, like, the things about how the Force tutorials work. How it doesn't give you a tutorial for what you're picking up until you picked it up. How the item drop enemies are not very clear. You can just overlook them when they could have a little bit of a glow or something. There's just a lot of mechanics here which I don't necessarily agree with. I don't think they bring the game down and make it bad, but... It does make me think that it, like, I kind of feel like more than 5% of all reviews should have a negative opinion and comment something critical. It froze on a black box. Well, it's not frozen. Fair. But yeah, like, perhaps the game's nicheness? Maybe. I don't feel like it's that niche. Is this niche? Kind of feels like a genre a lot of people could play. But yeah. I'm just simply saying, I think it should have a positive rating, by the way. I just think it has such a strong positive rating that I'm perplexed by certain things in this game. Certain decisions it's making, you know? It just kind of confuses me. Ow. Oh good, now he will definitely get stabbed. He's exploding. He's spinning. Okay, he just gave up, I think. Oh no, his leg. Oh no, his leg! The poor guy! Well, okay then. This might take a second, but I find it funny. I'm gonna drink a potion. There. Oh yeah, I guess if... Okay, so the model appears on the side because it's like gonna refill over time. Okay, I get it. Wait, it's refill... It's actually... Wait, is he refilling right now? Is it refilling because he's getting stabbed? Ah yes, just let that blood flow keep coming out. I'm gonna fill up this bottle. It looked like it was getting a little bit fuller. It could be my imagination though, it's just a few pixels. But yeah, do you guys think I'm being unfair, by the way, when I say that it's just weird that only 5% of reviews are negative? Oh, nice, look at his little spin he's doing. Mm-hmm. What's he doing? Kick the spear! Teach it a lesson! I do actually really love this whole headless mechanic, though. It's great. It's actually great. I'm not making fun of his AI now. I mean, he's headless, but it's still funny. How much? I guess the spheres don't do much damage, so he's just gonna suffer, I guess, for a while. Yeah, he's not even fighting me anymore. He's fighting the spears. Right in the butt. I love the spins, though. I'm sorry if this takes a while, but I'm just legitimately curious. How long until the spears kill him? Oh, look at that dodge he did. That was careful. He had to be careful. Oh, he's actually coming over to me. Oh, no. Oh, he hit me. Good work. I'll give him a cookie for that. Oh, no, his arm! The spears have finally taken his arm. You can still explode, though. I better be careful. Limbs are more damaged and more red. Yeah, they do change color as they take damage. I just gotta watch my distance. If I crouch, maybe he won't know where I am at. I love when he just gets stuck, though. Oh, he's coming. Oh no, leave. So you can kind of still track me by hearing? I don't know what I'd even call it at this point. Whoop. The little kicks are great. Wait, did he still like, he's like gaining lucidity. He's like running right at me now. How did he figured things out? I don't know how. There you go. Stay there. Little glitches. Okay, if we wanted to lose that leg specifically, this is perfect. Oh, now he's got hit in the torso, though. I guess he's dead. Slided away in shame. Alright, well. That's how long the traps take to kill him, if you're wondering. That was not worth my time, but it was funny. So it was worth my time. Export the... Oh. Oh, trap chest? We're doing that? We're doing that at the exit, though? Okay, that's kind of weird. Helmet, though, finally. Armor of Haste. Makes me much faster. Attack and movement speed by 9 becomes attack and movement speed by 26. But I would lose attack power, so no thank you. Even though it is pretty... That's a lot, though. That's a lot of points. Okay, you know what? I'll do it, I guess. Well... Here's my current attack speed. And here's what this did. That doesn't feel that different. I don't care. Okay, Mega Ram down. Probably should take that. It has Vortex. Well, okay. That's useless, basically, but sure. The Regenerator wasn't really impressing me very much. I might just replace that. Yeah, I think I will. Even if it's ultra rare. It was only 1 level, so it didn't make a big difference. Alright, there. Also, yeah, it didn't even say it was slow. It said it was like... It said it was like... not that slow or something. I don't remember exactly. It said... Okay, well... Hey, tutorial! What are these? What is this option? What's this about? That's the thing. The tutorial told me the basics, and then it tells me some random stuff I could have figured out, but then it doesn't tell me stuff It's one of those... You know what? Some games have tutorials where they will tell you the very basics, like the attack stat increases your attack. The defense stat increases your defense against damage. The HP stat, you don't want to empty out or you'll die. And then it just throws like random stuff at you that is unique to the game, and they don't tutorialize you at all. So what do I have here? I have 2 portals. Yeah, it's one of those games that it has a tutorial that tells you the stuff you could have figured out, but then doesn't say a word when you run the stuff that is unique to the game and you would actually like to know more about. I think this is the normal exit, but I don't know what this is. I'm not getting a prompt when I walk up to it. See that? No prompt. So I can't learn anything about these? I just have to pick one? Alright, I picked this. Alright. It did look like a challenge portal, but kick jumps. Your kick launches you up into the air. Oh. So it does. I have a jump now. Falling. Failure has a price. If you fall, you lose 1 piece of equipment, 10%. I'm not gonna fall. You silly? You're silly. Air dash. Try bashing while airborne. Okay, so... Oh, great. You still have to move forward. It's a forward air dash. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, okay, and you can cancel it, too. Can you do it different directions? Yes, okay. It should be good. Is there an enemy over there? No, it's just traps. Oh. Okay, yeah, so... The health system I understand now. Whenever I find a red orb, it starts refilling one of my empty potions. So why did the tutorial tell me how that works? I'm gonna assume that this is gonna fall when I jump on it. Nope. I kinda wanna get that orb. Wait, are you seriously having me... If I want to inspect what I'm picking up, I must do it carefully and quickly. This is horribly placed. Like, I want to read that, but, I mean, you can see the problem here. Yeah, I'll go ahead and just grab it, though. There's no harm in grabbing it. It's just, like, kind of... Alright. You recharged a potion. Well, almost. Okay. Helmet of Haste. I'd lose all my defense to increase my speed. But the correct amount of speed I increase is a lot less than what I have currently. Wait. Helmet protection, 57 defense. Yeah. So plus 37 speed for minus 60 defense. That doesn't sound worth it. It's a higher level helmet, but I don't know what that means when it's worse. Like, it just gives less stat points. So why is it higher level? I don't get it. Sell it. Like, it just gives way less stat points than the thing I was wearing that is lower level. So, what's the point of that? Also, I like how it taught me an air dash, but then the air dash wasn't actually required for that. So, yeah. So, here's, just to tell you guys, so that was a challenge portal. You could either leave the dungeon through the exit portal, or you could take the challenge portal for an extra challenge and get some extra loot. Would have been nice to have a tutorial that said that. Right? Again, I don't understand why it's... And also, yeah, I can't jump again. The jumping was only for that room. Jeez, I just... Maybe you're right about... Somebody said, like, hopefully things will get better later, explaining that later after the game. The thing is, though, it's been in early access for a long time, hasn't it, Vossen? It just reached its 1.0 release, and that's why I got a key. They were celebrating their 1.0. Hey, we finished the game. It's all polished up. It's all ready to go. That's why I'm being critical. That's why I'm being nitpicky. Not because this isn't just they released it in early access and there's some stuff I'm pointing out they could improve. This is past that period. They've released 1.0 after it being in early access for, I think, quite a while. Let me check that. Mortal Sin early access. Anyways, all this stuff I'm complaining about, I feel like it should have been fixed in early access, and that's why I'm nitpicky. Let's see. I'm looking to see when it released in early access. I'm not sure how you check that once the game's already out, so I'm just going to go back in the news notes and find out. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of cool stuff here. I just think it's a little lame to have a 1.0 release that doesn't tell you basic information in the tutorial and stuff. Like, yeah, I guess you can figure it out, but it's weird. Why have a tutorial at all if you're not going to make good use of it? I am scrolling back and back and back. There's a lot of updates. They have done a lot of updates to this game. Let's see. It appears... I can't tell when they exactly released in early access, but I can tell you when the first update was. Which I presume was when that was released. So, August 24th, 2022. I know that they were out by then in early access, from what I could tell. So, it's been a couple years. They've been a couple years in early access, 1.0 release just now. So, that's how that works. Okay, so I beat the dungeon. It's locked now. It doesn't let me go in it. And I beat the cave. And it's locked now. I guess the forest, then. It's recommended for experienced sinners. I guess I'm experienced now. Alright, let's go in. I mean, at this point, I might as well just play until I die. For this last game. This is... Oh. Oh, scary. 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 Stop it. Are you gonna do something, or are you just looking at me? Okay, it's just looking at me. Yeah, this... See, that's exactly it, Voss. You said, good to know, I've never heard of this game before. Oh, I'm sorry, you're not the person that was looking forward to the release of this. Sorry, I mixed you up. But yeah, you never heard this game before, you assumed it was in early access. It certainly feels like it. I can clip through the port. I can clip through this. I can clip through this. Okay. I guess that's so you could enter the portals easier, technically, but like, Like, 2 years in early access, they were still, again, I received this key because they released it in 1.0. So that means they were pretty proud of releasing it in 1.0. Right? So, I feel like this. If a game is released in an early access and they give me a key, I'm gonna be pretty chill about it. I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, let's see what we run into. Let's see how much fun it is. Oh, there's a lot of bugs. I'll just let them know. They're gonna work on it. But if a game key is given to me because a game has been in early access and is doing a 1.0 update, which has happened before, we've received. When games reach their 1.0 update, that's often a time where press outlets will go and say like, "Hey, we're giving out review keys because 1.0 update." They're trying to drum up interest because the game released in 1.0, so they want to get new influencers and making reviews and stuff. But if we get a 1.0 release key, I'm going to be a lot more critical. Because, I mean, I don't like being mean. You know me, I don't want to be mean. But if you're releasing your game in 1.0 and you are going out of your way to get influencers to talk about your 1.0 release, I'm going to make sure your 1.0 release feels like a 1.0 release. And if it doesn't, I'm going to talk about it, you know? Yeah. Because I do think that if you're going to celebrate your 1.0 release, it should be worth celebrate as a 1.0 release, you know? If it still feels like early access, then I think you're not I think that celebration and that advertising of 1.0, I feel like it's a little bit of false advertising because it doesn't feel like 1.0 sometimes, you know? Like, I don't like false advertising. That's not good. Duck? I don't think that would have worked there, but I don't know. I do like how if I just hit somebody's head, they're just like no longer an issue, basically. Oh, there's a mushroom man trying to jog over to me. He's trying to get to me. Watch out! Oh, they're kicking each other. Oh, they blew up. No, never mind. It's a jack-o'-lantern man. Hello, jack-o'-lantern man. Now you're just a man. Now you're just a man. I've removed your unique identity. What do you think of that? He's upset. He's not a jack-o'-lantern man anymore. I'm sorry. Now he's exploded. Honestly, visually though, this game has a lot going for it. This game has quite the unique look and feel and everything. I'm sorry if I don't mean to be negative. I actually think there's a lot of cool stuff here too. It's just, I mean, dismembering the enemies and watching them get confused because they don't have a head is never going to not be funny. Also, I noticed that the main body needs to take enough damage for an enemy to die, but if they lose all their limbs and heads, they die too. So I think that's another way to kill them, just dismember every part of them. He managed to do a blind kick. Good work. What'd that open? Oh. That slows you down. Okay. Wasn't there a doorway back here that wasn't open before? Somewhere? What? Yeah, right here. Still not open. Diablo, you know what? Actually, the acoustic guitar and stuff in the dark setting, yeah, this is totally Diablo-like music and stuff. That's a very good point. Also, why is every dead person, like dead adventurer, like why did none of them have a head? Everybody just lost their head. Berserker and 100-Man Slayer, a little bit more damage. Berserker Rage, I think that, yeah, invincibility, yeah, but I prefer the Ramdao when possible, but... yeah, I don't think the damage increase is enough for the fact that it's a slower weapon. Judgment? Enemies explode on hit damage. Okay, here's another question, guys. Do you see the picture of the Judgment here? Look, it's glowing. Now, look at this. The Berserker Rage, it just levels up to level 4. You know, that's pretty standard. But this one, look at this. Judgment has this like flame behind it. What's that mean? What does that mean? Why does this have a flame? What does that mean? I'm gonna grab it temporarily, I think. Just to see something. Actually, it's an upgrade to this weapon, technically, so I can just grab it. Lose a chain strike, but I get judgment, which sounds pretty good. But wait, what is it? Is it... What does it mean? Why... Yeah, why do you have a glowing picture? There's no explanation for this. It just has this flame. Maybe it's indicating it's like a really rare ability or something? I don't know. Very strange. So many mysteries this game doesn't want to bother to tell me what the reason is for it. Probably rare. I'm guessing rare. Is this safe? I'm gonna assume this is safe. It looks like a trap floor. Supercharged version. Yeah, maybe it's like a more powerful version of the ability. Okay. Volatility +1, 52. Okay, half of the time enemies will die. It will explode on death. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna stack up volatility. That's a fun one. Hello. Oh, that's a really powerful 100-man Slayer there. But I mean, hold on. Isn't Vortex increases whirlwind speed? Yeah, these both affect whirlwind. In that case, I'll take this weapon, I guess. Even though it's not a round Dow, it's fine. Honestly, I'm doing that because the round Dow I had wasn't really any good to me. It wasn't really helping me. Okay. What happened there? This guy is purple. I should remove his head. Now he has that. I'm gonna walk away from that. Okay, now he doesn't have a head there. Oh no, he's gonna swing wildly. I gotta be careful. Okay, now he can't swing there. And just that. Yep, there. Do you guys agree with me when I say that when you remove their legs and they walk towards you, that looks really weird? Like, again, it's another feels like early access thing. Like, look at this. Like, they should be crawling at me or something. I think I've just learned a strategy. If I crouch, enemies have a harder time actually hitting me. Same when you remove one leg, that's also weird looking. I guess your intestines have joints. Cool. What a randomly useful... 95% overwhelmingly positive reviews. All I did was walk forward. I didn't even try to glitch you. I was doing nothing against you. I'm just walking forward. Sir, that's a gravestone. You can't walk through it. Seriously, wow. I mean, he's in a spot unless he turns around, which he doesn't know how to do. Yeah, the AI doesn't even know how to, like, I'm not seeing the pathfind. Maybe I should backtrack and, like, turn and then try it again. No. No, they don't do that. Ah! What the heck is this? The gravestone had, demons in it. Okay. I mean, again, I do think this game is very stylish, and it's fun to hit things and stuff. It's a fun game. But I feel like I have quibbles with it I shouldn't have for a 1.0 release, and that bothers me a little bit. Because I expected a much more polished experience going into this. Again, that's kind of the downside of if you advertise that you have a 1.0 launch. The downside of that is, like, if your game doesn't feel like that 1.0 launch, then you advertise it and making a big deal over the 1.0 release. It'll make it stand out how it doesn't feel like a 1.0 release, and that's kind of a problem. Wait, this is literally the same thing, but one less berserker range. Why? What a useless tool. What a useless thing. Okay. Do I want to buy that? Sure. No, I don't. I'm doing fine. The Fortune Console is design AI that makes a beeline for the player. Yeah, you don't really want to do that in a lot of cases. Okay, also, I hate it. So enemies sometimes have an effect. This guy has a red glow, so that means he's going to leave these annoying little pulls everywhere. And they're really annoying, because they could just pop up and start hurting you. Don't do a ton of damage, but I find myself getting hit by them all the time. Nah. Yeah. Sin Ward unlocked. Summons a rotating cross when you parry. Cool. Why did I get that? Heavy 100-man's there. Huh? Does it have a more useful ability than slow power strikes, more damage? Not for how I played, but still a damage increase. Okay, there. Toxic remains. Enemies may release corrosive gas on death. Corrosive gas creates equipment mana. That sounds kind of miserable. 90% bash and fist damage and 1 item level drops. I'm not interested in that. I'm not fisticuffs, team. What are you talking about? Okay. That pot. That guy did not like that pot. Oh no! Oh, you have magic? I didn't know you have magic. Let's have you not have magic. How did that not hit you further? Okay, that's better. Trap kill gives you more experience, I guess. Yeah, I think I found a kind of functional technique, sort of. Oh. Wait, what? Oh, there's an enemy. Of course there was an enemy that spawned. I don't like that. He spawned behind me, and I had no clue. That's why I almost died. I got... Oh, what the heck? Where did these guys come from? Ow. Stupid toxic pulse. Oh my god, die. Die! 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 Ah! My goodness. Oh, it's the amount of mana, so I guess I'm doing less damage. I assume that it does less damage. I don't even know if it does less damage. All it said is that if I ran out of mana, I can't use my skills with it. Not even sure if that means I do less damage. What are you doing? What happened to that guy? I guess he walked over the buzzsaw. Oh, hello. Okay. So it looks like... I just realized, it looks like absolutely no skills will trigger in that situation. Armor of Fortune. That's a lot more luck for less attack. I don't know, though. Probably should do it, even if it's less attack. Up crit chance, so by quite a bit. And of course, find better items, such as from over here. Okay, what we got? These are all weaker than what I have equipped. Okay, what about the Ramdao? Vortex, Shared Misery. Shared Misery is pretty good. That's 3 levels of it. Magnetic launch item. You know, let's take this one. There. Vitality boost, just make my health have more health? Sure, why not? Okay, there's a challenge portal there. Also, hi Derek, you do exist, that's cool. I wonder how this game garnered as many positive reviews as it did. I mean, it definitely looks great, right? But I still don't get that. Oh, okay. By the way, I'd like your guys' opinion. Games that lock you into an arena and then enemies spawn, you have to fight them. What are your thoughts on enemies spawning, like, behind you or on top of you in that situation? Because the reason I got hurt earlier was because I cleared an area behind me, moved forward, and then an enemy spawned behind me, and then I started getting back again. I don't really like that, but I also know that that happens sometimes in these games. So I'm kind of curious your guys' thoughts. Oh, that's a tough guy, okay. Is that guy doing like a guarding stun animation then going back to being stunned? What the heck? There. Okay, I'll switch. There. Ah, it's a little guy! What? Did that come out of the big guy? Huh. Now big have to do that on situations. The game does that, there should be coming out from an indicator. Sometimes there's an indicator on things attacking from behind. You know, I probably should... Wait. Again? The same setup, too, look. So they just designed the level wrong in some places. The enemies will get very stuck because of how they designed it. I gotta backtrack though. I thought this level was going to be a little shorter. Then I realized it wasn't, so. Let me go over here. Do the challenge portal. Wait, is this... No, it's just it's a little different. Okay. Ah! Enemy stand on you. Body slam. Bash is increased by your defense. Scales 100%. Uses for 5 minutes. Okay. Yeah, the more stuff I pick up, the more my mana drains faster. But that's okay. I'm gonna skip that one actually, because I don't really bash. I'll buy that. I'll buy that for $1. Okay. Helmet of Fortune. Kills my defense, which I don't have a lot of anyways. I don't know about dropping that further. Oh, it loses more defense than I gain the luck, so. Armor power. Minus 92 luck for bring my attack back up to kind of where it was before. You know what? My luck stat doesn't seem to be affecting too much. Maybe I'll just go for that. It is more attack than before, at least. And over here we have... Okay. I like this weapon, but... damage is good, too. It also has Chain Strike. I do like Chain Strike. I'll swap. And this is a Heavy Strike. Slow Pike Strike, real power. This one has Heavy Strike currently in it. So actually, I may as well just... yeah. Okay. Yeah, this gives me another pass through. I agree. It's pretty good, but like... yeah, I'm not sure. The roguelikes, the action roguelikes, where you enter a room and the enemies spawn around you, and then you get overwhelmed and you gotta deal with it, and you take them all out, then the door opens. And then it happens again later. Arena roguelikes. I think those are called arenas, right? When the door closes and then you have to fight a bunch of people. A lot of games do it, but in a first-person action game, it can be kind of overwhelming, especially if the enemies spawn all around you. Yeah, that guy figured out how to get around the rave stone. Good for him. What? So sometimes graves could just do that, I guess. Ow. No way. Okay, I'm not a big fan of these. You know, I'm not parry you just because you're a jerk. Oh, you may spawn an enemy! You're supposed to shoot a fireball again. Okay, well, whatever. Oh, well, I didn't need to immediately sell. You know what? Sure. At this point, I may as well. Hades does his own third person done really well. The third person, you could see more around yourself, so it's not as bad. In the first person game, it's a little more of a struggle, I'd say. Spirit Drill. It revealing drills enemies from a great distance. What are you talking about? Are these like new things I can buy or something? Let's see. Perfectionist. Parries grant a temporary speed boost and invulnerability. Scares you, release you immediately. And gives you invincibility. Scares release you immediately. Scares? Like jump scares? So if Freddy Fazbear jumps in front of my screen, I'll get invulnerability? That sounds pretty good. And there's another Chain Strike. Well, we do like Chain Strike. You want to know something else funny? There's an enemy right there that wants to kill me. Yep. Thought so. Anyways, I defeated that room. There we go. Let's find more guys. Oh, okay. Oh. Nope. See, the backs. Did you see that? Like that. Did you see how that guy spawned behind me? I stood here, an enemy spawned. I took it out, waited a second, went forward, heard a little psst, turned around, there was a guy. That is what I mean by back spawning. Like, I understand it happened at the beginning, but if it's like a little bit later after some of the enemies already spawned and another one spawns behind me, that's mean. I think. It's not cool. Like, I don't mind if I enter an arena, doors close, and everything spawns. But if things are going to spawn staggeredly, it's really cheap to have an enemy later on spawn behind me. because it's harder to react to that, especially if it's not from the initial wave, you know? At least that's what I would think. There! The enemy spawned behind me again. Always. Stop. Oh good, this trap probably took out most of them. Ah! Actually, save here's a great idea because they have to go past the trap. Yeah, that's not going to work out for them. Dead. The traps do really mess up the enemies. 5,000 max instant retention runs. Cool. What does that mean? Rage experience. Enemies may fire a projectile on death. That sounds horrible. That's, I mean, 3 item level, cool, but that sounds horrible, doesn't it? So every time an enemy dies, it might just shoot me a projectile. That's so horrible. At least it gives me the choice. Oh, this is a roguelike, yeah. Oh, they're bringing a barrel. They're bringing a barrel fun. Maybe a barrel laughs, I don't know. No, okay, alright. I was trying to jump through the door before it closed, but it didn't. Yeah, there's a visible wall. Okay. Oh. He just raised the dead. Okay, that's not as bad. So the moment I step on a switch, yeah, there it is. I thought so. I had a feeling that those would be trapped. Can't quite hit him. Okay. No? Oh, there it goes. Use the traps to my advantage. Actually, the traps in this game are pretty tame. Very easily dodgeable. They probably do a lot of damage, but very easy to dodge. Helmet of Fort. Can I help you? I heard you. Here, let's just walk you over the trap with your friends. Alright. Yeah, he's gone! Amazing magic trick. This so doesn't feel like 1.0. Oh. Where is he going? He's looking for a more polished game, guys. I wonder if he'll find it. There he goes. He has his head. There's no reason he should not be able to track me. He has his head, so there's no reason he can't, like, figure out where I am. That was very strange. Man, where's the helmet of better defense? I need more defense. Clearly, I need defense. It's definitely hurting. What is up with this guy? Wait, is he like walking away from me? He is. Oh, hello. Okay, well. Movement speed, not weapon speed. Actually, it's both. Increases attack and movement speed by 13%. Speed. That's what it does. So again, you're wrong. Sorry. Sorry, just the truth. What the heck? Oh no. That looks problematic. Ah! What the heck did I just walk into? Okay, excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. What the heck are those heads? Yeah, I need a potion. Hold on. There we go. Okay, they're just kicking each other. That works for me, I guess. Get these FNAF heads out of my face. Ah! There's so many of them. What? Oh my god, did he just send out like 8 of them? What the heck, man? Dude! What the hell is that? What was that? So we had a Disney park like cordon line fencing to like cordon a line to really reduce your movement, and then we had 2 guys who can totally spam like 10 skulls at once that home in on you if they want to. What? What was that enemy? Did you see that guy? We had it recorded. We saw that guy literally just spam like 10 homing skulls at me within the course of like a second and a half. And I'm supposed to dodge that? Yeah, that was that didn't feel like a loss on my fault. That was an easy difficulty, by the way. I just want to point that out. And there was 2 of them that could spit 10 skulls per 2 seconds. What? I was trying to use the wall as cover, but it didn't matter. The skull just went around it. They totally home. Ew. Ew. Yeah, the game felt fine up until then. Then that enemy just... What the heck? That enemy. I don't think this is a bad game. And I definitely will completely, honestly say that I don't think it's fully for me. Like, genre-wise and stuff. Which is not the fault of the game, if it's not for me. But I definitely feel like there's a balancing issue. There's a polish issue. This doesn't feel like a 1.0 release. It feels like early access. I'm really confused about that review. Not that review, but all the reviews. I'm really confused about why this is so positive. That's why I wanted to play extra. I wanted to like, wait, maybe I'm missing something, so I played extra to see what I was missing. I want to look at the negative reviews. I'm interested in the negative. There's not even that many of them, so I'm interested in the negative reviews. I'm going to check them. I'll pull them up in a second. Hold on. Yeah, so here. Let me just, for everybody's sake here, let me just pull this up. So, take a look at this. So if I go over here, look at this. Review type. All. 4,217. Positive, 4,027. Negative, 190. In the course of 2 years, this only has had 190 negative reviews out of 4,217. That is kind of... I don't know. Like, I felt like it should definitely have a lot of positive reviews. But that's so few negative reviews that I almost feel like saying, like, is something... Like, are they deleting reviews or something? Let's see what the most helpful reviews last 30 days. Yeah, let's see what people think about the last 30 days means 1.0 release, basically. Probably. So, let's see here. So our Ackwell said, not a fan of the graphics visuals. I actually think they look pretty neat. Not a fan of how the mechanics for the game were explained slash introduced. It felt like the dev just threw it all into the hub area, comparable to a bunch of Dark Souls player messages, added a training dummy, and called it a day. Completely agree with this person on that. Yeah, the mechanics of the games being explained and introduced barely felt like any effort was put into that. Just kind of some random things to stand on, get some information. And while Dark Souls, especially like Dark Souls 1, did something similar, it also did a good job explaining its mechanics through its gameplay. Dark Souls had the advantage of not being randomly generated, so the carefully crafted levels could introduce the player to challenges organically that would teach the player along the way. This game did not do that. They continue to say, not a fan of the equipment system, finding the same weapon on the same corpse in the same chest over and over. We were having that experience. There was a lot of, oh, I don't need that. Okay, again, I don't need that. It didn't. The equipment system didn't feel very exciting after like the first half hour. It was like, okay, like, all right, incremental increases or trade one stat for another and not feeling it didn't feel very satisfying. It's like, oh cool, this has tons of speed, but then I lose all my armor. I don't really like that choice. That wasn't a fun choice. It's not a good choice. It's like, why can't the armor just always give armor? That's the thing too. Like, why can't the armor always give me some defense and then something else in addition? Instead of being like, oh, this has like one defense, but it gives you 57 speed. Why does a chest plate give me one armor? What is the logic there? Just peeking. Hi, Whiska. Um, didn't find the combo system fun or engaging at all. Admittedly, I didn't engage it enough. I played around a little bit at the beginning, but I didn't really feel like it was needed. Parry timing felt alright, said this person, but weightless. Yeah, it does. It's a little hard to tell when your parry worked because there wasn't a lot of feedback for it. Impacts, whether on the enemy or you, felt so weightless. Yeah, when I was swinging my sword and stuff, I couldn't really tell when I was hitting things. Like, obviously, enemies will react, and you'll hear the sound of hitting things and stuff, but it does feel weightless. This person's accurate in that. It doesn't feel like you can really tell that things are happening. That's why flailing kind of there's not a lot of feedback. Even if I were to focus more, the feedback would be limited, I feel. They say, not a fan of the lack of story / presentation or the quests and how they are handled. I didn't even find a quest. So this person probably played more than... No, actually, this person only played 0.4 hours. I didn't even see a quest, or did I overlook them? I don't know. There is no UI scaling option that I could find. I think there is one now, so maybe it was patched after their message. Well, no, they actually played today, August 31st. I don't know. Maybe there wasn't any. Not a fan of how dungeon progression works. Same. It kind of feels kind of meh. Kind of just whatever. I'm just running through until it ends. That's how it feels. It doesn't feel progressive. It just feels like I'm running through rooms, fighting things, looting stuff that's kind of monotonous, and eventually it just ends in a boss fight that's okay, I guess, and then I leave. I don't know. Thought it was hard to find a good FLV that made enough peripheral vision, but without making it look like some fisheye vision. I was fine with the FLV. I'm not as... Some people are really picky with FLV in games. I don't think I am. Didn't really get to experience how the meta progression works because the game never presented it to me, even after completing a dungeon or dying during a run, which is a problem in itself. Thought this was a roguelike, but it doesn't seem like the dev pushed much emphasis on that part. Yeah, when I completed a dungeon, I didn't really feel very accomplished or whatever. I just like, okay, I guess I'll go to the next one. Felt fooled by the positive reviews and lack of demo, but at least Steam has a freaking refund policy. Yeah, okay. Try out for an hour, see if you want to keep playing. I didn't. That's a fair review. They didn't play many hours, but I'd say the review is fair and critical. Yeah. This person, okay, this is 0.1 hours. You barely played it. I don't think you really should be reviewing it at that time. I understand reviewing it for like, is if you played at least 20 minutes, but that's not even 20 minutes. No idea why the reviews are so positive. Just a button mash in the involved graphics. You didn't play enough to actually review it, though. This other person didn't play very much either, but they did have some actual feedback that was like stuff that was detailed. They didn't play long, but they paid attention during their time. So some of these reviews I don't agree with because, come on, man, you didn't play enough to even say much, and you didn't even say much in the first place. 0.7 hours. How much time did I put in? I put in over an hour, right? Amazing art graphics, absolute garbage combat. Big weapons feel like you're swinging them in water or something. Agreed. No weight to them whatsoever. Small weapons feel like you're punching balloons and no weight. I don't even think I had any small weapons. I only had we only saw 2 weapon types that entire run: the heavy big one and the Rambo. That's it. I didn't see any other weapon types, which feels very lame. You know, I didn't get to try. Like supposedly there's ranged weapons based on some dialogue or something, but we never saw any of those. It just felt so monotonous. It felt like the equipment drops were not making the experience any more diverse. Um, let's see. Feels like it's still in early access. Agreed. Oh, here we go. Finally, somebody with like hours. 13.1. No, sorry, 13.2 hours on record. Nice at a surface level until you play a bit more and notice all the flaws. Class balance is terrible. What is classes? I never understood what. I started the game. I had a class. The game never told me about classes, never gave me a choice of classes. I was just the character I was. I don't even understand classes because the game never bothered to tell me. Class balance is terrible. Some classes so incredibly dog shit it's not even funny. Warlock, okay. Has barely any medic progressions and at hardest difficulties runs take 40 plus minutes, so if you die, you basically wasted your time. Okay. So this guy played harder difficulties too. He was like really putting himself in there. Turbulent difficulty, you could die in less than a fraction of a second. If I had Tinker and picked every single health defense item I could in the game, the boss killed me in one single hit. Yeah, but it's not surprising given how much damage I could take even on the easiest. You basically cannot play this game without constant parrying, and parrying is prompted by a blinking icon appearing on the screen. When enemies are hit, some of them are interrupted, thus removing their incoming attack parry. Now blinking icon. That makes it so sometimes you hit, you get a parry prompt, you try to parry, but your hit stun the enemy. Then you start to attack, and the enemy instantly attacks you again. That's fun. And a big clump of mods is complete chaos. Yeah, there was definitely clumps of mods and chaos. The last room I died in was chaos. Because that's another problem. Some games, I can remember some actually roguelike games, first-person games that had arenas. I remember there was a robot one that Charm kind of liked, but also felt overwhelmed with because the enemies spawned in when you enter the arena and locked down on you. But in that game, at least the rooms were fairly roomy. There was room to move around, room to dodge, room to react to things spawning around you. This game, did you notice how every room feels like super claustrophobic? I don't think it was good to have enemies spawn into these rooms because the rooms didn't have enough space. The room I died in was technically a small room, but it was also further small by random fences that were blocking paths. It was basically unnavigatable, so I felt like I died because I couldn't move around, which is definitely not my fault. So yeah. The mobs clump because the rooms aren't that big. Inconsistent reach. Would you think a staff would have a longer reach than a dagger? I would love to see staves and daggers. Why didn't I see those? Useless combos. Yeah, I was wondering what the combo meter did. Shipwreck levels over 2 and a cancerous with hordes of ranged enemies to run away if you go close. I was having that problem with the pumpkin guys at the end there too, a little bit. What I think is the worst thing of all, this reviewer says, is that you can barely tell when a lot of enemies are attacking or not with how much crap is on the screen, how their models work. Some of them might be flying their arms, and you don't know if it's an attack or just moving. Yeah, the pumpkin guys, sometimes I wasn't sure if they were attacking yet. I've had times I've died because an enemy turned around, and it was actually some kind of tail slap attack, but you literally cannot tell the difference. Yeah, the enemies really flail a lot, so it's hard to tell which of their flails should be like, oh no, they're doing an attack. Like, which ones are the attacks, and which ones are they just flailing? This combo with some enemies having 10 feet in your reach with their arms, while others can hit what's next to them, so you never know where you're staying. At safe distance, if you need to parry. Look at this team achievement day, and most people who play this game play it easy and probably have auto combos enabled, so they just run around clicking their mouse. Yes, guilty. They will not notice these issues. No, that's not true. The people who play on easy with auto combos certainly can still see these issues. I did. These issues are probably even worse on hard, for sure. But just because I'm playing on easy does not mean I don't notice these problems. If you're playing doing the hard difficulty, yeah, you'll experience these things. So that's the one part about this review that I disagree with. Them assuming that if you play on easy, you won't notice these problems. No, they're still there. They're maybe not as bad, I guess, but they're still there. They still not make it as fun. This is a fun game at its core. If you can make achievements, that are only attainable at certain difficulties, I expect those difficulties to be polished, not just flat % damage speed health buffs haphazardly overtuned. Play for 45 minutes to die in a split-second PoE style value, no one killed you, or nothing because of no meta progression. There is no meta progression. I was right. Okay. It's not the way to go. The game needs a balance. You know what I think? This guy played on the hardest difficulty and said to himself, wow, there's a lot of balancing flaws here. Well, if you play on easy, you won't have these problems. He's saying that I don't think he's played on easy. I think he played on the hardest because he's one of those gamers that wants to play on the hardest, which is cool. But I think he just played on the hardest and then assumed that all this balance stuff is because of is a problem in hard mode and only hard mode, and isn't a problem in the easier difficulties. He didn't actually check the easier difficulties though. If he had, he would have noticed that these problems exist there too. Because the balance is so whack in some ways that it doesn't really matter what difficulty you're playing on. You'll see it. Um, yeah, you can reply to reviews. I might actually send one to him and say like, actually on easy, I did notice a lot of these problems. Like, um, but yeah, it's I'm really confused why this has so many positive reviews. Again, I don't think it doesn't deserve some, but I also think that it's not deserving of 95% overall and 97% recent positive reviews. I think that's ridiculous. It's strange to me. Yeah, it might be worth it. I might tell. But yeah, it's strange to me, right? What I actually am curious, audience. What do you think this game should have for a positive rating out of 100%? What do you think this game deserves? Like, if you had somehow an influence over all the reviewers of this game, how many do you think should give this a positive rating? 65? That's fair. I feel like more like, I'd say like, I'm a little more generous. I'd say more like 75. I feel like if 3 out of 4 people really liked it, but 1 out of 4 people had problems with it, that would be pretty reasonable. Yeah. 75, 8%, 1 out of 5 people having problems, that also would be more fair. I just feel like when you have it be 95 to 97% positive, that's just like, wow. Like, it just feels suspicious. It feels like, I don't know, it feels like negative reviews are getting deleted or something at that point. I don't know if you can actually do that. So I'm not making an accusation here or anything, trust me. But it feels weird though, right? It feels like something's getting doctored or something at that point. Like it's just too much for what we're playing here. I have played games that are way better than this game, way more polished than this game, and they have far less positive ratings. So it does feel really unfair, you know? A good example being, let's see, what even is this at? And see that game with like literally like how many reviews? 4,000 or something? Yeah, like yeah, a little over 4,000. See that game with like 4,000 reviews, 97, 95% positive based on all time or recent. It just makes me a little upset that people like don't know about better games. Granted, this isn't even the same genre, but I want to point out the Sunfluffs. 100% of the reviews are positive. I actually agree with this, simply because there's not enough reviews to really create a huge metric. I think it should have some negative reviews too, just to provide some criticism. But Sunfluffs here is a game with only 35 reviews. There's not enough people playing this. This is a wonderful game. And I don't really have any complaints about it. I think maybe I had 1 or 2 nitpicks. I can't remember what they were. I'm not done with it, by the way. Part 3 will be coming soon. But yeah, like this game, it's disappointing to see an interesting but flawed game get 4,000 reviews, while a game that I think is legitimately like amazing only has 35 reviews. It's a damn shame that some games get so much attention while other games get 0. I have exactly one. Well, okay, yes, so you have one complaint. To be fair, it's not a complaint from me though. It's a complaint only because I wish it was. I wish there was a mode where they didn't have that for your sake, but I don't personally mind. But yeah. But anyways, that was Mortal Sin. Sorry if I got a little too critical. I just honestly, that rating just confused me a lot. Right? It confused me before I played the game too, because honestly, I don't think any game really deserves a 95 to 90%, 97% positive rating. I think that that's a little silly. I think that games getting above 90% should be very much congratulated. I think that if you have 10% or more negative reviews, that's completely reasonable too. Like even if you have a really good game, because there should be enough critical feedback out there to provide some negative reviews. They're helpful. Negative reviews are helpful. You have to remember that. At least, of course, if they're not written like a jerk, like the 0.1 hours on record person who just said this game sucks. Like, yeah, good review, thanks. But yeah, if you're actually writing something critical, negative reviews should exist and they should help refine a product, or ideally at least. But yeah, that was Mortal Sin. Thanks for your guys' thoughts on it. It's nice to bounce thoughts back and forth, but I think I'm done with this one. I am not part of that 97 to 95%. I'll say that. It's an okay game, but it's not fun. Partially because it's not exactly my genre, but also partially because I see some real missing polish where it really kind of matters for me to enjoy the game. So that was Mortal Sin. Thanks for watching.